Hey y'all, hey, it is tea time with your girl TG the LPC. That's right, it is Motivational Monday. And this is the last Motivational Monday of this series. So there will be no more Motivational Mondays for a little while. What we're going to do after we finish the month of August is we will pick a day, and you have the ability to cast your vote and let us know what day you want, either Motivational Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thoughtful Thursday, Feel Good Friday, Shout Out Saturday, or Self Care Sunday. Which one do you want us to keep going? And then we will do that every week, or at least that will be our goal. But this is our last official Motivational Monday. And today is a good one. We're talking about motivation versus discipline and what really moves you. Motivation versus discipline and what really moves you. So we're going to talk a little bit about what motivation is, what discipline is, and how you can tap into either one, because they are definitely not the same thing, although they can go hand in hand. So motivation is the emotion or psychological drive that initiates action, while discipline is the self-control. Somebody say self-control and consistent effort needed to continue that action over time. So I can be motivated to do anything, and I have been motivated to do so many things, right? We get motivated to work out. We get motivated to clean up. We get motivated to cook a fancy meal. We get motivated to get dressed up and go outside. We get motivated for so many things, to start a new hobby. And then we might start or we might not start. So sometimes we lack that self control and consistency to keep whatever it is that we were motivated to do. So, motivation is the spark, it's the initial inspiration, desire, or emotional force that gets you excited about whatever goal makes you want to act, right? And then the why, it answers the question of why you want to do something, connecting to a personal meaning, vision, or desire. Like, I'm motivated to work out because I want to lose weight and I want to be fit, right? Summer's over, but I can always try for next summer, right? And then it's powerful when you first set the goal. It's so motivation is typically the strongest in the beginning, typically, right? When you feel inspired by something, such as watching an athlete, we can watch a movie or whatever the case. And so now we're motivated. But the discipline is the engine, right? The discipline is the system or practice of self control and consistent behavior that keeps you moving towards that goal. It's about the actions you take, the consistent effort you put into it day after day. It becomes crucial for the long haul. So I don't care how motivated I am for something, there are times where I just don't want to do it. Real talk. There was a period I was talking on the Love Pat podcast last week that I felt like these videos are a waste of my time. Nobody's watching them. Nobody's getting anything out of it. Nobody's commenting on it. I was so motivated in the beginning. Let's go. I batch recorded. I recorded a whole bunch of videos. And I'm like, let's get these jokers out there. And then that motivation began to die down because I was tired. Life began to happen. How we say life was lifing. And I was just kind of like, this is ghetto. I don't want to do this no more. Right. But then I had to have the self discipline to continue to be consistent, because I did find out that there were at least a few people that were like engaged and they wanted what we had, so or what I had. And so I had to dig deep within, beyond the motivation, to get to that self-control and that consistency. So it's crucial for the long haul. It and helping you to keep working even when the excitement is gone, even when you feel like nobody cares, even when it becomes difficult. That's the discipline. So, motivation helps you start, discipline helps you to continue. Motivation is an emotional state, discipline is the action that we take despite the emotions. And then motivation is a burst of information, while discipline is the sustained effort that builds that, okay? And when we look at it, motivation can come in waves, while discipline is flatline. Discipline is throughout, right? So I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Motivation makes us happy. Discipline is no affect or emotion. It just is what it is. So my husband always talks about stoicism, right? Stoicism is where you're not overly emotional. You don't overreact to things. Like, I am an emotional person. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm like all over the place. I go to 0 to 1,000 in less than 0.01 seconds, right? I'm super emotional. I'm learning how to regulate those emotions. But so stoicism doesn't, it's not overly emotional. It's a really good balance. So when I think of no affect or emotion, it just does what it has to do when it has to do it, right? Motivation is great for creativity. Motivation can help us to create things. It could help us to, like, think things up, and, oh, I should do this or I should do that. While discipline is great for mundane tasks, the things that we don't really want to do. Motivation gives us speed. Discipline takes us far. So that's the difference between motivation and discipline. So my question for you is, what really fuels you? Is it the motivation? Like, you have all these great ideas. I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. Or is it the discipline? I'm going to think of this thing and I'm going to see it through, even in the hard times, even when I don't feel like it, even when it seems like nobody's watching and nobody's looking and nobody's there. I'm going to continue to be disciplined. I'm challenging you today to couple your motivation with your discipline. Marry the two together so that you can do the things that you are called to do. Because I guarantee you, if you have a motivation, it's a brilliant idea, I'm sure, right? If you actually utilize the discipline, the self-control, and the consistent nature, it will take you far. We also talked about showing up when we feel like hiding. Discipline helps us to show up even when we feel like hiding, even when we don't want to. Discipline. So I hope that you guys have an amazing Monday. Let me know what motivates you. Let me know how you are activating that discipline, that self control, that consistency, and let me know which one you might be struggling with. Hope you have an amazing Monday. TG out.